Hi everyone, this is EstaRa with a message for you today. It is 12/24/2017. It's Christmas Eve for those of you who celebrate. So Merry Christmas to all of you. I am leaving you a brief message this evening. I wanted to wish you all a wonderful holiday and thank you all for your love and your support watching my channel, reading my emails, listening to any wisdom that my guides want to share. And thank you for following me. If you haven't followed me on Facebook, please do so. I've been posting some really cool card pulls and great messages that are coming through, some good channelings from my guides. So please, if you haven't, check that out, Facebook for SoulstarHealing, my business name, and like the page so you can follow it so you can get information. Also, you can like my personal page, which is EstaRa April D'Amato. And I just wanted to come through with a quick message for all of you and share it with you. So last weekend, there was this magnificent energy that happened during the Twinflame group meditation that I offer monthly. There'll be another one next month. I don't actually have the date yet. It'll be in, it won't be in this link. It'll be in another link, but you can always email me to find out more. Check out my email information in here. But it was really very powerful. And it's funny because when I do these things, everyone's like, well, do you think my twin felt it? Do you think it happened? And I could tell you, I know for a fact my twin did because he called me that evening. And I hadn't talked to him in 2 weeks. And it's really powerful when we come together as a group. I do meditations on my own and I can feel my twin and connect with him. But I have to tell you, when I do it as a group, I actually feel this massive vibration, massive frequency shift, and it's wonderful. So, it's just really powerful. So imagine it's like you doing it on your own. It's your power. And then you do it with another twin flame and it's twice the power. And then imagine doing it with 10 twin flames. It's 10 times the power. So whatever meditations we do and whatever connection we do with our beloved during that group webinar, it literally amplifies the energy to that max, and it creates such a vibrational frequency that ripples out to your twin, and they feel it, I promise. And if they don't actually have the conscious awareness, my twin actually has conscious awareness in the sense of he feels it, he knows whatever that energy was, it was connected to me, and so he might reach out to me. Other people who don't have a twin that's consciously aware of it, believe me, they feel it. And what comes in is a ripple of energy coming into your mind, into their mind of your name, or a thought of you, or the longing of their heart opens up the door so they can be oh, I feel that I miss this person, or I want this person in my life, or just a connection to I need something more. And that is the beauty of working together as a group of twins. So I encourage you to join me in Twinflame webinars, but also they're available, they're for sale if you want any of the previous ones we did. This last one is called Letting Go of the Past with Your Twin. So it's basically about moving on and letting go some of the old beliefs you had about your twin and just letting yourself open to a new doorway, a new time. There's other previous ones that you're welcome to contact me and ask me about, because unfortunately my website is still not quite updated and I really need help with that. And I have someone who's supposed to have been working on it, and I don't know if it's going to get done yet or not. Hopefully it'll be done soon. And you all know I've been not so feeling well, and that's been kind of crazy. So I am actually away on vacation, which is amazing and wonderful in and of itself. I had been offered an opportunity to go away, and I took it. And it's really weird because I've not been away for a holiday ever from my family, and yet it feels right and good because I don't feel the holiday spirit like I usually do. And my friend and I were communicating about it. We were talking about it, and I thought, why is that? And so Spirit started speaking through me, and Spirit said, well, you're not feeling it because you're unplugging from the matrix. And I was like, what does that mean? I mean, I know what that means, but I'm like, what does that mean in terms of the holiday? A lot of people aren't feeling the holiday, they're feeling a disconnect. And really what that means is that we're unplugging. We're because we're unplugging, we feel a little sad, a little bit alone. But are we alone? No, we have each other. We have this beautiful connection to Spirit. We have this beautiful connection to our twin flame, whether they're here with us or not. And yet we still feel alone and a little bit sad. It's because we're not part of that bigger picture, the expectation of what Christmas is supposed to be, or the holiday times. If you watch movies and TV, you see all these programming showing us this is what it's supposed to look like. Oh, you're going to have a happy ending. It's always going to be like this. Or, the man or woman comes running to you at the end of the movie, and no matter how much you say goodbye and it's over, they still come back and show up. There's always this happy ending. But here's the crazy part is it doesn't work that way. That's Hollywood. That's a movie. That's TV. And life isn't like that. Or you see the movies where the families are all happy, getting along, the siblings are just like loving each other and kind to each other. And the truth is there's so much dysfunction in families because of the way we've all been raised to not really speak our truth and to hide who we really are and not realizing we deserve love and respect from those who are around us. And so all of that gets in the way of us really enjoying each other and really just enjoying ourselves and being who we are. And so while I'm feeling this disconnect, it's what I'm getting really strongly from Spirit is that really it's not a disconnect that I'm not connected to my source or me. It's the disconnect of not being plugged into that bigger matrix, if you will, the bigger energies out there, the bigger commercialism of what Christmas is and what I was raised to think, not really to believe. Like my parents were really strong in religion and they believed in, you know, the birth of Christ and all of that. Like that's a big part of it. But there was always that commercial piece of it. Like you have to buy like the best gift for the person. You have to like make yourself go crazy to get everything done, and it's all for this like short period of time. But that's not really the spirit of the holiday. When I think of the spirit of the holiday, I think of like the people in my life that I love and how can I honor them. And all these years I've been focusing on honoring everybody but me. And you know what's a beautiful thing is this holiday, I honored me. I chose me. I needed to get away. As many of you know, I've had like a rough several years. I've had really bad back and neck stuff in the last few months. Have been really hard on my physical body. And rather than stay home feeling alone and sad and stuck in my home, I am somewhere else. And I am with a friend who is giving me space to do what I need to do and allowing me to have this, has been gracious to allow me to be here with her. And I'm so blessed and grateful for that because it's what I need. And I don't feel sad, alone, or like disappointed it's Christmas and I'm not with my family. I had this great conversation with my parents before about how this is something I'm doing for me. And actually my mom was like, you deserve this. You need this. And I was like, whoa, no guilt trip. Here's what's great about that. I didn't feel the guilt trip, right? I didn't get the guilt trip thrown on me, but I'm not allowing myself to have that either. And what's beautiful is I've resonated my change so much so that my family is reflecting that back to me. So my Christmas gift to me is taking care of me and loving me, which is good at best, wonderful at best, and at worst it's good. So I hope that you do something this holiday to take care of you and love you and honor you, because that is necessary and is needed. So I want to go back to the unplugging from the matrix piece. So if you've been unplugging, what my guides are telling me is it's so important to stay in this in-between. So if you're unplugged and you're feeling kind of disconnected, holidays don't mean the same thing to you, and it just doesn't feel right, or whatever words you're feeling, and I'm disappointed, I'm so tired of waiting for my twin, I hate that I have to wait, it's like, why is he taking so long, why is she not here, whatever the words are that are coming to your mind, what they're telling me is stay strong and hold on to what it is you really believe inside of you. And I don't mean I want to be with my twin, that belief. You're already with your twin. Please do not use the words I want to be with my twin, because you're already with them, right? Because they're you. So they're in you, you're in them. What would be better to hold on to is that I know that this is where I'm supposed to be on my journey, that I'm going to be with my beloved. Not going to be, I'm sorry, those are the wrong words. My guides are correcting me as I speak. I know that this is real. This is really happening. And what they're saying to me is that it's really important that we need to stay strong in this in-between. So unplugging and not quite being plugged into something new yet, the newer thing that we're going to be plugged into, or our newer way of being, because we're still kind of uncomfortable. We're in that very fluid, movable, malleable energy that just isn't really quite comforting yet for us, because we've come out of the old comfortable way, which was the old paradigm energy, the matrix, being plugged into the expectations, and now we're kind of in the in-between. That's what I call it, the in-between. So in this in-between, we're still trying to figure out who the heck we are. And in this in-between, we're also trying to understand, what do we do with all of this? And it makes us kick up our fears, our deep like woundings of being abandoned, of being of longing, of being alone, of being afraid of dying, being afraid of never having love, being afraid of whatever, all the fears are just being kicked up. And so as that's happening for each of us, one of the magical messages is like, be in that. Allow yourself to feel that, because as you face that, you realize they're just simply fears. They're not actual, real, tangible things that are going to harm you. They're just beliefs that you're carrying. You believe that you might be abandoned again. You believe that your twin won't show up. But is that real? Like, do you have like real evidence and proof of that? No, you don't. It's just a fear that you've been carrying. So face those fears. Be comfortable in this in-between, as comfortable as you can be. And you might need to just grieve and feel all this stuff because it's important to move it through you. Or you might just be like, I feel disconnected and feel kind of like, there's no real, Christmas doesn't feel like it's happening. It's like really weird. You could feel that way and just be in that and just stay in that comfort rather than getting caught up in the tears and the sadness, because the tears and the sadness manifest more tears and sadness. And now I'm not saying you can't grieve, and I'm not saying you're not supposed to grieve, but what I am saying is don't get stuck in that frequency, in that vibration. So if you go places where you feel more alone, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't put yourself through that. So here's a little bit of a secret I'm sharing. When I go to my families for holidays, my mother and my father and my brothers and their girlfriends or wives, whoever it is, and their children are there. And when I go, and I'm getting emotional when I think about it, just to share this with you, I always feel alone there. I actually feel more alone there than when I'm at home by myself. Isn't that crazy? Like, you think, oh, you're surrounded by people who love you. Well, these are people who don't really know me. They don't really know my journey. They don't really understand the journey. And they only accept what they can comprehend. Now, do I expect them to understand my entire journey in me? No, of course not. Because that would be me trying to accept every single thing about everybody, meaning I understand everything that they're going through. I don't understand everything that people are going through. I can accept that's where they're at, but I don't understand it, and I don't pretend I need to understand it. But my family's not there. They're not capable of doing more than what they do. And they love me to the capacity that they can love me. They honor me to the capacity they can honor me. And that is based on their ability, not mine, not my lovable meter, not my meter of lovableness, if you will, not my meter of like being a good person, being good enough or worthy. It's actually based on their capacity to love. But when I go there, I feel unlovable. I feel alone. And that's my stuff. That's not theirs. That's mine. And that's partly because guess what? They're not my soul family. They're my human physical family. But they don't understand the soul journey. They're not on the same path that I'm on. And I carry a lot of attributes that are very different than my family because I've embodied who I truly am by all the work I've been doing. And they've done the best they could with what they've done, but that their journey happens to be different. So rather than being alone in my own family for the holiday, I chose to be alone with a friend who I know and I feel comfortable with, but I don't feel alone. I actually feel balanced and I feel sacred space. And do I miss my twin? I'm sure that's a question you're running through your head. Of course I do, but not the way that I used to. Not the deep longing sadness that I used to, because I'm embodying a different energy. I'm truly in a different space. And what I mean by that is I'm living through my reality and my truth. And as I've been saying to everybody for a while now, I'm focusing on me and loving me. And the more I bring my awareness into me and embodying who I truly am, the more love I'm allowing in, and the more I'm allowing my heart to open to love. So I'm sharing that with you because I want that for you as well. I want you to have a sacred space this holiday. I want you to be at peace with you, at peace with others. Forgive yourself and forgive others. And just be love for you and for others. Be love. That's the message. And when you're doing that and you're feeling balanced and safe and good, you're helping your twin flame because they might not have this awareness. They might not understand this. Like, I know for a fact that my twin does what he's supposed to do. He doesn't actually take care of himself. And it's really funny. He and I had a conversation a couple months back where I said to him, I'm really proud of you. And he was like, why? And I said, because you made time to see me. And he said, he looked at me puzzled. And I said, because you did something for you. And he looked at me again. I said, I'm proud of you for making time for you. By seeing me was for you. And he said, yeah. He goes, you're right. And he goes, I don't really do that, do I? He goes, well, then again, you know that I don't make time for you because I don't make time for me. And so that recognition is real for him. Maybe it's going to sit somewhere and like bubble up to the surface at this holiday. I really don't know how that's going to pan out for him, but that was a couple months ago. But I'm sharing that with you because I feel like one of the most important things is your twin might be going through quite a bit of drama. It might not look like that on the outside. So if you look at their social media, you talk with them sometimes and they just like have this wall or this shield pretending everything's fine and grand and lovely. But underneath, you know they're going through shifting and changing because we all are. Everybody is on the planet. Not just the twin flames, everyone. But not just you, the divine feminine or divine masculine who's awakened and aware and conscious of what they want to do. Everybody is going through this. And so your beloved is struggling too. And so while they're probably going to their families, I know that my beloved is probably going to his families, experiencing whatever he's supposed to and being the way he's supposed to be, meeting all the expectations and downgrading what he needs for him. I'm upgrading what I need for me. And so guess what? That brings us into a balance. And it might not give me what I want, meaning he's here with me at this moment, but it's giving me what I want for my soul to be at peace and at comfort and safe and feeling loved and happy. It's also providing that emanation that I can give him love from a distance, and he could be surrounded in this beautiful light of love that I'm feeling without him even knowing necessarily it's me. And it's keeping us okay, you know. So that's my long-winded way of saying stay in love, stay in love. I'm just rambling now, I think. But I don't know. I just wish you all so much in this coming year, which we'll come to that at some point. But I wanted to focus on this holiday particularly and this time and wish you all a very Merry Christmas. So as a blessing to each of you, I'm going to share with you, my guides want to do a little channeling, a little light language energy blessing for you. So if you are ready, let me just call in. I ask for the highest divine guidance available to me to merge with me and flow through me now. If you will, place your hands on your heart. We're going to bring in some energy to move some space in your heart, allow love in, and allow you to release. O tia madara pa gashita kala ni monani atare koro pasa ke a ino no I katro pa ya dari koro shopti kala e toro mai na ka shopai na ka do jamashi kala toro mi da ki toro ma aseta ke o toro sakite ka o ra kasati ka mora ke aru pa ki na da to tori kare pala I ri ko dro kala o toro ti kala I tre kala I tre kala o no re kata ya a o maka I to bi diro ko shaya ala ke na do brito mai na ne ro do ko sara ke bla ke zari o prakshinata Una la katari pero masai ke tarisho mani ta kalada warupati aniko is it ke emono shaki ala. Take a deep breath in. And now just place your hands palm up on your lap or on your table, wherever you may be. Just if you can, with your eyes still closed, just kind of feel the energies moving in your heart. I can feel the movement, tremendous amount. And now just let yourself receive. And now just place your hands, take a deep breath in and release. You should feel some movement in your heart chakra, and I got like a little bit of teary-eyed at the beginning because I felt like something was coming up that was going that part of me thought, no, I don't want it to go. But it made way for this beautiful love energy that's now starting to be infused. So after that last moment of channel, light is just pouring into me, and I feel this magnificent love. It's joyous. It's actually wonderful. It feels so good. I was like teary-eyed just a few moments ago, and now I'm like light and alive. So I send you all so much love and so many blessings for a beautiful Christmas. And, you know, again, choose you this Christmas and Make it about you. And one of the things that I shared today is one of my intentions has always been is to give love and receive love. Once I activate within me that divine love, and I do every day activate it within me. You could do it as simple as saying, I activate divine love within me now. And you could feel that expand outside of you, and I can send it to you. So you can feel it. If you're just looking at me right now, you should feel some love. So many blessings. Merry Christmas. And I'm hearing a little birdie, if you will, say, don't give up. Don't give up yet. We have some time ahead of us. That energy's moving. Mercury just started moving direct. We have that solstice energy that's just closing down, kind of. We're still in the ending period of the solstice, but we have a lot of energies moving and lots happening. So there's a lot unseen work happening on this planet. Allow yourself to recognize that's happening and that's in your favor. Even though it doesn't always appear on the surface, there are magnificent energies and beings that are working in your favor on the other side. So namaste and blessed joy union to you, my beloveds. Thank you.